Hey there, YouTube. Alright, this is my first unboxing video, and this is actually the first video for years. I've been wanting to do more videos on YouTube since I used to raise quails, but I haven't had anything cool to do videos about until now. So I recently, well, it was probably like 6 or 8 months ago, I decided to look back into leopard geckos. I used to have them as pets when I was a teenager, but I don't know, I never really looked into their genetics or breeding them. And genetics is a big interest of mine, especially when it comes to colors and patterns. So I recently decided to start getting ready to hobby breed leopard geckos. And I did a lot of research, and I decided that I was interested in these super hypo tangerine carrot tail baldies. And I got a male from a breeder called Ember Geckos a while back. I also had him shipped to me, but I didn't make a video about it. I think I was too excited and too nervous to even think about making a video. I just wanted to open up the box and get him out and everything. So this time around, I got myself a female from Sasobek. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Anyhow, he does auctions for his leopard geckos on Facebook, and I was really nervous about that too. But I gave it a try when I finally saw a leopard gecko I wanted. So I already opened the box up because I watched so many unboxing videos, and people were like rummaging through them, trying really hard to like open it up quickly and safely. And knowing me, if I would have tried to record myself opening it up, I would have cut myself. But anyhow, like everybody else does, this is his card. It's awesome, of course. And I already ripped off all the stuff on the top, so you guys don't get to see that. But let's just see what we have in here, shall we? I hate styrofoam, by the way. It's so squeaky. So, I don't know what all you can see there. Just some newspaper. There she is. She's like, get me out of here. Calm down. And there was no heat pack or cool pack in there because the temperatures up here, well, actually, I don't know what state he's from. I haven't really paid attention to that little bit of information. But anyhow, it's nice temperatures up here, so there was no concern of her overheating or anything, or being too cold. But I think I actually showed my name on there. Oh well, maybe I'll edit that part out. I don't know. Depends on if you guys can actually see it or not. I like some and nom and let's just pretend I didn't say that. Hey, calm down. You are so pretty. Come here. She's a little suspicious, but there she is. Nice fat tail on her. And she is a super hypo tangerine baldy carrot tail. And I think she's also 66% Tremper, which I don't really know much about that. I think it's an albino morph. Calm down. But I'm more interested in just breeding for this color because I think it is absolutely awesome. Look at her eyes. I don't know if it's going to focus in on her eyes or not, or stay blurry. I tried. I was trying to show you off. She's pretty calm. She's got really cool marks on her face that my male doesn't have. And she's a little bigger than my male too. It's okay. Calm down. She's got some neat green on her back too. I don't know if you guys can even see that or not. Get her body close up. Oh, there's her eye for a second. There we go. Look at that eye. Yes, ignore my nails. I was trying to be creative for Halloween. Whatever. But maybe I'll show my male too here in a little bit. I'm going to go put her in her new home. She's actually pretty calm. Yeah. I want to try and get a close-up of her lips a little bit more first. Look at that. That is so cool. On her like lower jaw. All the nifty little spots. Okay, calm down. Calm down. And also, like I said, she's not my first shipment like that. So if anybody has any questions about, like if you're wanting something from online from a breeder, but you're afraid to get it mailed into you, you can definitely message me and ask me questions. I'll try to help you as best I can. But also think of this fact. When you go to a pet store, how do you think they get their animals? Most pet stores get their animals shipped in from very far away and mass shipped. It's not like the awesome unboxing videos that you see where somebody's getting like three to six leopard geckos in a box, you know, for pet stores. It's a lot of animals, and they do that to make sure that if some die, they still have some to sell. So, bless you, doggy. Yeah, so I'm going to go put her in her home, and I will rummage up my mail and show you him too as well. Alright, my male, he's a lot more skittish than the female seems to be so far. And he's mad because he was sleeping. His head's wet. He was in his moist box, so he must have got some condensation on him. This is my male. He's from Ember Geckos. And I think Ember Geckos is on the west coast somewhere, I think. And like I said, I forget where Sasobek is. Maybe Florida? I don't know. I really don't remember at this moment. But I think the thing that fascinates me most about leopard geckos is their eyes. And there's so many morphs out there with, like Raptor is red eye or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm learning right now. It's only been 8 months of research, and I decided on the morph I wanted, which was these tangerine baldy, hypo tangerine carrot tail baldies. And the baldy just means there's no markings on the head, like the normal leopard geckos have. And with the hypo tangerines, what breeders are trying to do, if I can get him to move up here, he's very grumpy. What breeders are trying to do is get as little spots as possible. Zero to only a few spots on the tail as possible. I don't even know if that made any sense. And I say a lot too. I'm sorry. I will work on that if I make more videos. But the goal is to try and make a spotless tail, literally. And this male, he was the brightest one that I could find from Ember Gecko. And the female, she was the brightest one that I saw at that moment that I thought would complement him very well, because she actually has more carrot tail than he does. She does have some spotting on her toes, I noticed, but like on my male, which maybe it's just because he's young. Calm down. If you can look, you can see like a little collar. Hold on. You can see a little collar of white. It was worse before. Well, I guess that's not a bad thing. But he had a lot more white. It looked like a literal collar on the back of his neck before. And that's dirt. But with him, he's only like almost 4 months old. So he's got a lot more growing to do. He has potential to be a super giant. I'm not too worried about it if he doesn't turn out to be. He's tiny compared to the female, compared to Sasobek's female. So she might be older. There really wasn't an age description, but I would recommend guys checking out Sasobek and also Ember Geckos. I had really good experiences with both of them. They were both really quick to answering my questions. They both do go through like PayPal or whatever, but even if you don't have PayPal, you can do it some other ways. So it's pretty cool. Like I said, shipping's not scary. Just make sure you get a gecko from a breeder that's already shipped before. The packaging seems pretty simple, but you want the breeder to make sure your area's weather and their area's weather is compatible, because these guys are going to be stuck in a box for at least overnight shipping. And they usually come to your door at like 10:30 a.m. I think mine actually came at like 10 or something like that. The FedEx guy was awesome, and he actually called me to make sure the apartment number. And I got my girl, which I just want her to relax. And I thought I'd bring out my grumpy man so you guys can see him too. Like I said, ignore my nail polish and the fact that I say 10 million times and probably am not making any sense. This is the first time I've made an unboxing video, and I haven't made a video like this in like 5 years. So I hope to make more videos. If you guys are interested in me updating the next time I have an unboxing or answering any questions as far as being a new leopard gecko hobbyist that won't be breeding for like a year still. Well, maybe until just next season. I don't know. They have to at least be like a year old and weigh a certain amount before you can breed them. But I have bred quails before. It's a big difference, but I mean, you're still dealing with incubation. You don't have to turn the eggs, and you shouldn't turn the eggs for reptiles anyhow. Actually, I think a lot more went into hatching quails than it seems like it is hatching leopard geckos. But yeah, I won't be selling any babies for a very long time, and I'll probably be keeping a lot for myself to watch them grow up and hopefully have a huge number of leopard geckos eventually. They're so easy to care for. As long as you pay attention to their basic requirements and really research first off, and preferably start your own colonies of feeder insects like dubia roaches, mealworms. I don't really recommend crickets. I buy crickets as treats. I don't raise crickets because they stink and they're noisy. Mealworms don't stink, and I haven't smelled anything from my dubia roaches. They're all quiet, and you can slow down the metamorphosis process that the mealworms go through just by putting them in your fridge. And if you're a kid, please ask your parents first before you do that, because they'll probably not like that very much. And I don't know, if you just look into the basic requirements and are really dedicated and responsible to it, they make awesome pets. They don't really like to be handled, honestly. They don't like it. This is probably the most he's been handled in a very long time since I've had him. I just don't like to bug them. Plus, they're nocturnal, so I feel like it irritates them. And to me, I'm more interested in watching them eat and hunt, because they're so cute when they hunt. Some of them actually wiggle their tail. And just the color genetics is really what fascinates me with them. So really, if you want a pet you can handle, leopard geckos are okay. Just be prepared to not harass them constantly. They don't really like it. But of course, it's good to handle them some just to make sure, you know, their weight and everything, and to make sure that they're shedding properly and don't have any skin stuck on their toes or anything like that, because they can actually lose them from that. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all for me, even though I'm fully admitting I'm new to this, I have raised them in the past, but I did not plan on breeding them. I'm just very much so fascinated by this color, this morph, and I want to help perfect it, but it's going to take me a long time before I get there. And I actually am interested in a lot of other morphs. I just want to focus on one to begin with and see how it goes, and maybe eventually get into other morphs. I really like the Max nose. But yeah, that's about it. I'm going to go put him away before he hates me forever. And thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, hit like. If you have any questions, if you have any insults, if it has to do with the fact that I say a lot or my nail polish looks terrible, I already know. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching.